Hi everybody, John Henderson Pierre back again, another beer ramble, kind of cleaned up, shaven, a little clean, sharp. Then again, I think the last video I did, I was cleaned up, so it's been one of those kind of days, guys, weeks. Anyway, another beer ramble today. We're looking at Mumbai Rye IPA from Good People. American IPA style, 6.6% ABV. Good People Brewery based in Birmingham, Alabama. Right up the road, going up I-65 northbound. Or if you know another way you can get there. I haven't only spent maybe a couple of hours in Birmingham. I didn't really get to look at the whole city as a whole, and get to look at the city as a whole, but I'm really kind of itching to go back up there and kind of hang out and see what it's like, you know. Be ham, as they say. 4.03 out of 5 score on Beer Advocate, so they like this brew a lot. Here's what the brew looks like. Nice little head up top right over here. Sort of very dark orange color, as we can see here, there. Not bad, not bad, not bad. I've had a couple of beers from, several beers from Good People. I think they put out some good stuff. And of course their IPA, which is 7.2%, and this one is 6.6, which is kind of odd, but hey, it's what it is. I've had their brown ale. I've had their Bearded Lady American Pale Wheat Ale. I've had their pale ale, but I don't know if I've reviewed their pale ale before. If it's on my channel, I have to take a look because I've done so many videos, you know, like, hey, things tend to happen, you know, you tend to forget. Or sometimes you don't forget. I've done I've tried their Juco Southern IPA, which is kind of a bit milder IPA. That's at 4.2%. So, anyway, yeah, Good People do put out some pretty good beers, and I do enjoy a lot of their stuff, particularly the IPA, which is the first time I had it. I was like, man, this is awesome. Really good stuff. And I think I may have tried their oatmeal stout too, as well. Again, I have to look at my videos again and see if I've reviewed them or not. So, anyway, or maybe I've had it but I never reviewed it. You know, I think I said it all right. But anyway, the beer looks like. Obviously, some hops. You're sensing. I'm sensing in this already. Definitely some citrus, orange, grapefruit. Bit pine. I mean, it seems that beer they do a lot of India Pale Ales with their, you know, whether it be their session IPAs or their sort of their mid-range session, which is kind of lighter, and then their mid-range IPAs, and then they do their double and ones that are kind of extra strong. Like, again, their Good People IPA is 7.2%. This is 6.6. So I don't know what the difference is with this. I guess I'll find out when I try it. So. Yeah, nice set. Down the hatch. A bit malty, which is good. I like that. Good amount of sweetness going down, not overly sweet, but just so sweet that it was just like it's tolerable. Sweetness that is tolerable, I should say. Definitely getting some of those Chinook, maybe Cascade hops in this. Maybe some Mosaic hops possibly, but maybe more of the other. But definitely some orange, definitely some citrus in this. orange, lemonade. Kind of ain't bad. It's not horrible, but it's not bad. I don't know what can describe it. I think it's good. I mean, it's good IPA. I mean, again, not overly strong, not overly light. I don't think this is a bad beer after all. I mean, this is kind of in between. Now, again, if you've seen some of my videos when I've reviewed IPAs, I'm kind of biased towards certain ones. You know, I've mentioned Good People. I mean, the Good People IPA I do like a lot. Goose Island, of course. Goose Island Brewery, now under Anheuser-Busch InBev. The Evil Empire. Anheuser-Busch InBev. The Voodoo Ranger IPA. Now used to be just the IPA, Ranger IPA, now Voodoo Ranger IPA, now from New Belgium. And I'm trying to think of another IPA that I like too. But I think those are probably the three I lean more towards. Sweetwater IPA, that's also good too. So Sweetwater Brewery up in Atlanta, Georgia. Those are the ones that kind of stand out to me, the ones that I tend to get more often because it's obviously readily available, you know, and that's a good thing. But this can hold its own. Like I said, I think a forward rye, it has some spicy, earthy flavor and balances it with a hop presence of an American IPA. So a forward rye IPA, or rye beer, I guess, I don't know. So this could be something I can maybe get into regularly if I can get it, if I could find it, you know. Good People beers, I mean, they're about reasonably priced. Depends where you go in the state. I know when I talked with John Sharon, he had a beer channel. I think it's no longer viable, no longer up on Facebook, his Facebook page or his YouTube channel. I know he does follow what's going on beer-wise, but I know he mentioned that Good People beers are up in that area, up in near Indiana or near that vicinity, and I'm willing to say, hey, you know, I can try that, and you know that's a good thing for the beer, for the company itself. I'm sure our neighboring states can get anything from Good People. You know, Mississippi, Georgia, definitely, Tennessee, Florida. Those are our neighboring states. But this is something I can really try a lot and get into. You know, again, maybe for a 6-pack of this, I think it goes for maybe $8, between $7 or $8. So, hey, you pay for good stuff. You know, you want good stuff, you got to pay for the stuff. You know? I was gonna say another word, but this is a family show. Anyway, and also, if you've done seen any of my reviews I've done of beers being brewed in the state, you know I've always said the same thing now, and I'm not going to be repetitive, but for the last time, maybe. Alabama's starting to get a very good reputation in terms of beers that are being brewed here, whether it be from Good People, straight to ale, Hink Blue Brewery here in Mobile, as well as Serta Brewery, also Mobile, Farrell Brewing Company, Fairhope. Just straight to ale, which is up in Huntsville. Singing River, which is also in Alabama. Again, good people. Avondale Brewery, Yellowhammer, Back 40. We're getting a good reputation of stuff that we're brewing here, and people are starting to notice. Those who've moved here, or those who have been here forever, and like, hey, you know, we can make some good stuff, you know. And I mentioned our 4 neighboring states, you know, and even those further anywhere, whether coming from the Northwest or the Midwest or up north, the Northeast, that they're trying our beers and saying, hey, y'all got some, y'all making some good-ish. So I'm going to give the same score that Beer Advocate gives this. 4.4 out of the 5. I think this is a B. I'm gonna go B minus, B plus. I'm going to B plus, A minus range for this beer. So that probably an 8.9 going on a 9 score. So very good IPA. Like it a lot. Definitely some of those flavors, and it is a bit spicy. I'm saying it's not spicy, but it is a bit. You could taste some spice in it, but not overly spiced. But does have a sweetness going down to it. So, and of course the usual hops that you know from some IPAs that are made. So, this is a good beer. So that's my score. 8.9, close to a 9 score. John and Superior, the Beer Ramble. Keep on watching, and as always, cheers. I love you, IPA.